I got friends. we cut the mic on. We cut it off for certain conversations, but and I got friends that are just so nonchalant about it. I don't understand. I don't understand how people are so nonchalant. And the topic is pregnancies and kids.
Yeah,
we're talking about my friends who have gotten girls pregnant and who have now children or have had scares.
Yeah, it's
a scary fucking thing, bro, and it stems from a couple of different areas.
I've had friends literally. I'm like, why did you do that? Well, I just kind of wanted to see if it worked. I'm like,
no,
what?
Don't do that.
That's how you want to find out whether or not it works. Now you have a child. You know that, right?
Yeah, and if you leave, now you owe her money every month.
Well, think about it. Like, why wouldn't it work? Do you have a problem? Was there a problem? Like, did something happen before where now you're like, you know what? I got to check if it works. Like, what?
It's so strange.
I'm like, damn. I was like, all right, fam. I guess it works. Like, you got your answer.
I know there's no perfect time when you have a kid. I know there's technically no perfect time. There are some people that plan it all out and it happens according to the Bible and the book for them.
Power to them.
Great for you.
It happens like that.
But
yeah.
I just know that.
Because the funny thing is, I really don't think. I think when you plan it out, it doesn't happen. Because the amount of people that get married or plan and try to have kids and try to look at the book and look at the calendar and try to schedule it and stuff like that, they put too much stress and they make what's supposed to be intimate and lustful a job. And the truth of the matter is, when a female's body is horny and 100% in the mood, and if she actually has an orgasm, her body is willing and wanting to become pregnant. It's welcoming semen.
So you think the orgasm is actually what helps aid in the actual conception?
Guaranteed.
Really?
And it's the lustful feelings. It's the lustful thoughts and feelings.
I believe you. I'm going to Google
that.
it.
And the funny thing is, check this out. Why do one-night stands usually lead in pregnancies? Because it's all based on lust. There is no inhibition. There's no worry. There's no schedule. There's no nothing. It's what both of you want is just that. Remember, we use sex for pleasure. No matter what, yes, it's pleasurable, but it's made for procreation. That's what the body is utilizing sex for.
I do forget that sometimes.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's just, we're having a good time with it, but it's made for procreation. That's what it's for. So when the body's functioning optimally, yeah, it's welcoming fucking giving birth, bro.
Yeah, I got 50-50 on that based on articles, but we all know fluff shit. It says, science says not exactly. In the 1900s, some experts came up with the idea of the Upsuck Theory. Wow, never thought I'd say that.
Upsuck.
Which essentially hypothesized that the contractions that occur during an orgasm propel semen into a vaginal canal. But many studies have since proven that an orgasm is unlikely to factor in conception. But I know what you mean with the lust.
Yes. Well, that's what I mean with the orgasm too, which is having the body open up. Not the fact that the orgasm itself is helping the semen in. No, that's not it.
That shit's like a Dyson.
The chances are, if you're sitting there having sex, I don't know. I don't orgasm the same time my girl does.
Correct.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about what the orgasm does to the female body and how it opens them up. And internally, right? Physiologically, how it welcomes semen.
Sex can become a chore when you're trying to conceive.
Exactly.
I suggest that couples just be together, enjoy each other, and try not to think about making a baby. The process of letting go can be very freeing and good for the couple.
Exactly.
One-night stands.
Yep.
I've never had a one-night stand. Ever. You don't have to answer that. You don't have to answer that.
But I can say I don't like them and I don't prefer that.
You can say that. Yes, you can say that.
I definitely do not.
Yeah.
When I was young, I was reckless. I know what I like now and I know what I want now, and I just cannot do that with just any and everybody.
Gotcha.
So I'm not willing to do any of that shit. And if listen, everybody says it. I'm unapproachable. I look pompous, arrogant, conceited, mean, whatever it is, before you know me. And that's totally fine. But if that's what I look like from the majority of people, if you as a woman feel comfortable enough to approach me and want to take me home right away, you've done this many a times. And it's a little bit of a turnoff.
Yeah.
So, because I know what I like. I'm not going home and, doing what Jamal wants to do with somebody that's just, all over the place. Because God forbid, if I catch something,
yeah, no. I'll tell you, man, that's always in the back of my mind, man. People are much freer and looser now. And it's a very scary thing to think about what's going on in the cesspool of someone's, with the mouth of someone,
listen,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just...
Listen, I've heard stories. I've witnessed things. I mean, a lot of times when I talk, right, like I'm giving you my perspective of things, but I'm also using my own life experiences that I've learned from.
Mm-hmm.
So I've lived a crazy life, and I'm still only, 44 years old. It's not over yet.
You hear how he lies on the podcast?
The things that I've witnessed and been through, and as of right now, I'm not talking about, life and money and stuff like that. I'm talking about as far as with women. It could really fuck somebody up mentally. You know what I mean? Even as much as having a married woman, knowing the husband and them approaching you and being like, listen, obviously, this is, and they're pushing up, wanting to fuck. Like, it automatically will change your views of the sanctity of marriage, especially if it happens more than once or often, and it's a problem. It's a problem.
Do you think cheating has occurred more now than it did years previous?
Yeah, cheating is much easier now.
I think so.
Everything is so accessible now.
Yeah, with the incorporation of technology, social media, everything like that. And I also think the loss of God and faith as well.
Oh, 100%.
Over the last 30 to 40.
How many meet and beat apps are there?
Are there meet and beat apps?
Tinder is a meet and beat.
Yeah, I guess you consider it Tinder.
That's what it is. You ain't meeting somebody on Tinder to get with them and marry them. Yeah. The fuck out of here. You meeting somebody on Tinder to go fuck.
Technically, that's what it's meant for.
It's fuck out of here. That's bullshit. Listen, anybody tell me, I met my girl on Tinder. Oh, good luck, fam.
Yeah.
Good luck. I just don't. That's what it's for. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. They make that kind of stuff more accessible. It's what it is. And that's fine. But, like when you witness a lot of things, you tend to be a little standoffish sometimes. You tend to worry a little bit more. You tend to think a little bit more. So that's my standpoint on it. It's just like my was it yesterday? The guy asked me, what's my take on your girlfriend having male friends? And I was just like, see me, I'm a different breed. I honestly don't give a shit because I want to give someone all the rope they can have so they can hang themselves.
Yeah, hang yourself.
Because when I'm done with a relationship, I'm done. So what not better than to have a solid enough reason than that to leave. So
you're helping them build the case against themselves.
Go ahead. Do what you want. Go hang out. Go hang out. Do what you got to do. You know what I mean? There's certain things certain ways you have to conduct yourself as a lady and as a man in a relationship. Do I believe, honestly, in my heart of hearts, that men and women can actually be legit friends? I want to say yes, right? But the truth of the matter is, if there's even the slightest bit of attraction, it's not possible. And even you'll have a friend. Listen, when I was in high school, I remember having a friend when she's not attractive at all, but she was a friend of mine. Every time she walked away, I stared at her butt, man, because she had a fat ass. So you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if you're just friends, that's not what you're doing, right? That's technically a sexual act right there, right? Like that's you envisioning something, right? It's not your friend. I've had this discussion with a friend of mine the other day when she mentioned that, and I said, okay, cool. So grab your phone real quick, and a guy that you think is just your friend that's never made any advances, I want you to tell him right now that your man is out of town, you're lonely, you just made dinner, you're about to watch a movie, would you like to come out over and hang out? He's naked on his way already before he sends a text message saying yes. He is not going to say, no, I don't want to disrespect your man. No, I don't want to steal anything from your womanhood. I don't want to, destroy the sanctity of our friendship. No, he's coming to get some pussy. Okay? Prime example. And I said, now, if you don't believe me, and if you think he's really just a friend and he would not answer that, send a message. Send it.
Did you send it?
Nope. So the truth is, you can act as naive as you want, women. You know good and damn well what it is. Okay? And I'll say it right now, straight up and down. Do I have female friends? I do have female friends.
I do
More
as well.
so acquaintances. Do I hang out with them alone or anything like that? Nope. Never.
Rare.
Never. I'm not sitting on the phone at night having conversations with just a female friend for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour. No. You already crossed the line. That's something different. You have a problem, you want to call me and ask me and get my advice, that's one thing. But if we're randomly just talking all night, no.
It transitions.
It's more than that.
It transitions into something else getting to that point.
What people don't realize is sometimes you see beautiful girls with ugly men. These are the two things right here. Okay? Three. You'll be like, damn, he must have money.
Say it.
He must have money. Or 2, he's got a huge dick.
Yes.
But hold on. The thing is, how does she know he has a huge dick unless he already beat it? They've come to that. So you know what it is? She's probably beautiful. Men are intimidated by her. Don't approach her on a regular basis. All she needs is a friend, someone to talk to. The guy has nothing to lose. He pushes up. He talks. They become friends. He makes her laugh. Now he's getting the draws. Right? When she first initially met him, she didn't meet him saying, I'm going to fuck him. She didn't meet him saying he's going to be my next boyfriend. She didn't meet him saying, yo, he could be boyfriend material. Nothing like that. She saw just someone to talk to. Then it became a friendship. Now he's beating it up. Not possible.
See that quite often, to be honest with you. Quite often.
Happens all the time. All the time.
And you really think that people aren't approaching these females? At all.
I do think, like, I
they're just approaching it the wrong way.
Friends. Well, the wrong way is one, but I do have a couple of friends that they're very attractive girls, and they. What's up, baby?
Kenji saying what's up.
So guys approach them either reckless or they just don't at all.
Sorry, guys.
So
Kenji's got his fat little face on the table looking at Jamal.
Guys approach them either reckless, wrong, or timid, right? Or they approach them already knowing that the girl's going to say no. Then you have no kind of energy, no kind of, confidence behind it. No girl likes that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to happen. Now, granted, I'm saying all this, and I've never approached a girl in my life.
I haven't either.
So I've never literally saw a girl and walked up to a girl like, oh my God, hey, how you doing? My name is such. No. I've never done it. It's not my thing. I don't think I care enough to do that, to be totally honest with you. But I'm going off, once again, life experience, what I've seen, what I've noticed, what I've heard. That's it. But you get the confident dude just to come up and just want to hold a conversation.
It's tough, man. It's tough. I don't have a problem holding a conversation because obviously the podcast makes it pretty easy to kind of dive in. But I feel like treating everything like an interview, especially with new girls that you sit down and talk to, it can be tough, man. Because if they're giving you these one-word fucking answers, I just
then you gotta go because they have no personality.
I lose interest so quick.
Yeah, of course, and you're entitled to lose interest.
Yeah, so quick, man. I can't.
Listen, you can't come back to the table with a bunch of your dudes being like, "Yo, you get the number?" Like, nah, she don't even know how to hold a conversation. Say it.
Yeah.
I was like, she's a dead fish, man. Oh well, it's the same thing. Like if an attractive guy walks up to a girl and her girlfriend's like, "Yo, like what happened?" Why? She's like, dude, his personality's off. He's lame. He's corny. They'll tell their friends in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah, they will.
But the chances of you coming back calling a girl lame to your homeboys is not really likely. But they'll say it, guaranteed. So return the favor. Fuck that. I'm out there like that. But I mean, that's what has to happen. But you think about it, right? This guy said it, and I'm going to use his analogy. That's not mine. But you have a BMW, and it's a beautiful car. You love that car. You work hard to pay for that car. That is your car. There's an alarm on a BMW. May it be a passive alarm system or an active. Either way, it's a good alarm. Now, because you have a good alarm on your car, if you see someone breaking into your car right now, do you not even try to protect the car?
I don't know. Buddy's catching hands.
It's your car.
Mm-hmm.
But your alarm is amazing. Why would you bother?
Because he can still get through it.
That's your girl and trusting your girl. That's how I look at it. My idea of trust is very different than most other people. When I used to date, people would be livid in hearing it. Girls would be like, that's stupid as hell. I'm like, it's not stupid as hell. Because if I'm going to sit there and tell you, I'm not going to sit there and say I don't trust you, but I trust that any and every single person on this planet will do what is best for them in any given situation. So if you're with someone and they feel like you are the best person for them, they won't cheat. Won't even cross their mind. But if there's a kink in the relationship, or if there's something going on, there's an opening. So now, if you being a man and having a girl, and you think it's okay for your girl to be around a whole lot of guys and have a lot of male friends, they're poaching your girl all the time.
Always.
Maybe not with the exact words, but they're trying to get in there, bro. That's what it is, especially if she's pretty. They will hop on the opportunity at any given time. So,
Guy code is dead.
So the trust is the alarm system, right? Your girl being able to diffuse a situation and the trust you have in a relationship is the alarm system. Now, if there's a little bit of a kink in the relationship, you're going to have to get in there and stop that dude from doing that. But now, if there's 100 dudes that she's friends with, you're going to get tired or you're going to miss one. And when you do, how many times does somebody get in a relationship and they're in a relationship with somebody that has 8 out of the 10 greatest things that they need, most important things they need in a relationship? And when something's a little off, a person comes by with only 2, but it's the 2 that person is missing.
Didn't have, yeah.
They look amazing to them. Why?
Honeymoon phase.
2 out of 10. It's 8 out of 10. Common sense. But instead, they'll fuck around and fuck up and leave with the 2 out of 10 and realize afterwards and then want to try to come back to the 8 out of 10. For what? But that's because there's a kink, and that's how the human mind works. Just because something's wrong right now, right in front of you, if you think to yourself in that moment that maybe this ain't the right thing for me, if something comes about and is in front of you and you think that it's better, you will go that route. I don't care what anybody says. That is bullshit. Because if you don't, you're stupid, right? So if you have the opportunity to take a job, you have 2 job opportunities. You gave one person a yes, I will take this job. And the other job calls you as soon as you walk out. You shook hands and everything. And they said they're paying you double the money with better incentives. You're going to figure out a fucking reason to break that goddamn handshake. Fuck that contract, man. And if you don't fuck that contract, you're a fool. You got to do what's best for you in your life. And that job is what's best for you in your life. Now, what I would suggest, because you got to be a man of your word, I would have to call him and be like, listen, I'm so sorry. I can't fulfill this contract. I can't have this job. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. And I will tell them exactly why. I'm not going to make up a lie. I got to be a man and man up and say that. But the truth is, I have to go with what's better for me, right? So it's just, it's common sense. So if you wouldn't do that, then you're silly. But the problem in a relationship is you got to break down exactly what's going on first before you feel like you're going to step out. You know what I mean? You got to really sit there and be like, and sometimes you don't have the chance to. Some people are looking for a reason. Some people are so into their own thoughts and in their head that they and not even really breaking down what their thoughts are. They could be 1 foot out the door when they shouldn't be. You know what I mean? And at that point, you could end up fucking yourself. You know what I'm saying? Leaving something that's great for something that's really not that great. They look great right now because it's what you think you're missing. Grass
is always greener on the other side.
And then you're screwed.
I had that one relationship I was telling you about before we cut the mics and the camera on, and I was looking for a reason to break up with her. I really was. Mm-hmm. Anything in my power I was looking to do. I was letting her, here's enough rope to hang yourself. Like, enjoy. Like, just go do whatever the fuck you want. And then I got a message on Thanksgiving Eve from some girl. I'm at home. I had to shoot the next day. I think I had to shoot Thanksgiving morning early, or I was going to the gym early that morning, and I had shoots all afternoon. I forget what the situation was, but I was at home. It was like 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. I was at home playing Xbox with the homies. We were all just hanging out, chilling, talking on the mic, and all of a sudden I get a DM from somebody I don't know, some random chick, and she said, yo, your girl is at a bar right now with my boyfriend, where me and my boyfriend are at right now, and they've been talking behind our backs to each other. So I sat there and I just went, huh. And my friends, of course, they go, what's up, Nick? What's up? I tell them what happened. They go, she's out right now? And I go, yeah, well, she told me that she was starting at one bar. She was going to another bar. And she listened. She told me exactly where she was going to be. Mm-hmm. So I messaged the girl back. I go on. Tell me more. I had her tell me everything. She said they've been talking to each other, this and that. I don't think they've gotten together, but this is what's going on. I just saw her. I called her out for talking to him in front of everybody and this and that, blah, blah, blah. So I went, okay. I said, I appreciate that. She goes, wow, you're taking this well. I go, it's okay. I said, I'll handle it.
Yeah. I
said, what am I going to do? I'm going to get all fucking bent out of shape. My boys, all I'm ready. Yo, we going to fuck this kid up right now? I go, nah.
For what?
For what? He didn't do anything wrong.
He didn't do anything wrong at all.
He's a guy. He's being an asshole.
Now, if you know him.
I don't know him, but he knew we did not like each other through the entire relationship because I always knew there was potentially something there between them, and I just didn't like him around anytime he was. But it was a very rare instance that he was around. A little bit in the beginning of our relationship, gone in the middle, and then towards the end, he would pop up here and there. And
now, let me ask you this. Did he just pop up, or when things were a little tumultuous, then maybe she hit him up?
Oh, I'm sure.
Fuck, you know what I'm saying?
I'm sure.
That's what I'm saying.
Nick's working too much. He's not giving me any attention. I'm sure. This is when I first started my company, and she would bitch and complain that I was shooting all weekend, editing all weekend, and then working my 9 to 5 during the week. And look, now I'm not saying we would have stayed together this long, but look, if you would have shut the fuck up, look where I'm at right now, and it's only going to keep getting better. So exactly. Like, I'm able to go on vacations when I want, do what I want now. I have more leniency and flexibility. I'm getting an apartment soon. I got my there's a lot of great shit that you couldn't see the final. Literally, what I put up yesterday. Course. Not everyone's going to see a vision, and it's not their fault.
You can't expect them.
But you gotta keep on pushing for your own shit. So anyway, long story short, she I told her, I said, hey, I'm gonna go to bed, babe. I said, but tomorrow we should have a conversation. And I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. She blew that shit up.
Of course.
30, 40 text messages and calls and this and that. And finally I answer, I go, what's up? Like, what are you freaking out about? We're going to talk tomorrow. Why are you blowing my phone up where it keeps waking me up now? Which I wasn't asleep.
Of course.
And she goes, well, I hope it's not what some bitch says. Oh. I said, so you do know what it's about. I said, hey, have a good night. I said, I'll talk to you tomorrow. That was it. And then listen, we had our spats. We had it.
She had to be that vocal about it too. So
Yeah. And then I thought about sleeping with that chick, but I was like, nah, I can't do it. I thought about sleeping with that kid's girl, and then she would have done it too. But I was like, I'm good on it. I don't need more fucking drama. I don't have to hear this fucking kid. He's a cop, so I don't want to have to hear him.
Oh no.
Yeah, man. These dudes that are cops, these young kids that think that they're untouchable and shit like that. Bro, that badge protects you when you're on the job, not off, bro. Relax. Yeah, chill out.
That's a fact.
Don't act like an asshole just because you think you're untouchable. But yeah, man, it's weird. It makes you do crazy things. But to get back to the topic that we were on, which is, do you think that men and women can be friends?
I think in certain situations, let's say you have a very attractive girl and you guys are together for a long time. We're friends. We're all friends. I know her through you. And you guys break up. Will I continue to be her friend solely? No. Will I be cordial and friendly when I see her? Yes. My loyalty still lies with you.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. I don't care if the girl like me or not. Doesn't matter. My loyalty lies with you. So if you're a dude that, has the bro code and doesn't step on your boy's toes, then I can see that also being something. But in most situations, I really just think it's a little tough. Steve Harvey said it. He's like, anybody who thinks that a male and female can be friends, like just strictly friends, is silly. All a man is doing is just waiting for his opportunity. How many times have you heard a man saying, yeah, we were friends for like 4 or 5 years, and now we finally got together? So how many relationships did she have 4 or 5 years within those 4 or 5 years? And how many boyfriends within that time did she say, no, that's just my friend. You don't have to worry about him. Really? Obviously you did. You're with him now. So it was a thought in your head, or you're at least attracted to the dude. You guys are attracted to each other, right? Now, if he's a man's man, all he's doing is just making himself more sellable to her. Now, it doesn't mean he has to talk shit about your man. Like, if you're talking shit about another girl's man to get with her, then you're not a player. You're not a pimp, okay? You don't got game, right? You're a fucking simp. You're a piece of shit. You're a faggot. That's what you are. That's what the fuck you are. You know what I'm saying? That's little dick energy. If you really want to go and take somebody's girl, sell yourself. Make her want you more than what she has. Don't go and downplay what she has. That's not, any car salesman, you come in with a BMW right now, going to Audi. If they just start ripping BMW, that's not what they do. Oh, you got a Beamer? That's a great car. Listen, this Audi also has this, this, and that. And the Beamer, it only goes 300. It only has 300 horsepower. This has 350. It's a little more torque, a little more this. This also does this. I mean, unfortunately, like, you know what I'm saying, the Beamer, maybe it hands a little better, but this one is really, it's a whole lot more curb appeal. Right? They're not just going to sit there and badmouth the fucking Beamer. They're going to sell you on the Audi. That's what they're going to do, right? And vice versa. It's the same thing when it comes to male and female. You're trying to talk to a girl that has a man. Don't badmouth her man. Sell yourself. Sell yourself. And if you're the shit, then I guess she's leaving with you. If not, you're not. Now you just look like hater.
Like a bunch of panthers just waiting in the darkness, man, just ready to just fucking pounce on shit.
For what?
Well, think about it.
And I never understand that. Like, you go to talk to a girl and she says she has a man, or you know a girl has a man. Why does she have to be the one that you need to go after?
Correct.
There's a lot of people out there, man. There's a lot of girls. Why her? Like, truth of the matter is, right? Let's say I know someone. This is the only time ever that I would approach a dude for if a girl left me for a guy. If a girl left me for another dude, the only time I would be upset with the dude is if I know him. Right? If I know him, he knows me, he knows we're together, and he continued to push up. Now, granted, it's her fault because she let her guard down or she gave him the opportunity, but you shouldn't have been there looking for that opportunity or trying to have that opportunity. So when I knock your jibs clean down your throat, it's warranted. But if you're a man, you're out and about, you see a girl at a bar, you go talk to her, whatever, and she's, engaging in the conversation, it doesn't matter to you if she has a man, and it shouldn't. Go ahead, talk. If she's engaging, she don't want to be with that dude. She don't want to be with that dude. I can't be mad at you. You approached a girl at a bar. If she didn't shut you down saying I have a man, that's her fault.
Correct.
Not yours. You're a man. You're just being a man.
Which is exactly why my friends, when they wanted to go fuck that kid up with me, I said, why?
There's no need.
Why? He's a scumbag. He knows I'm dating her, and I'm not friends with the kid.
Yeah.
But he knows he's doing some wrong shit, and he's pulling the cords on her and trying to get her to sleep with him, whatever he's trying to do, whatever they may have done originally that I have no fucking idea about, and I don't care. But like, it's not his fault. It's her fault. I got to point fingers at her.
Yeah.
You're the reason. You allowed this to happen. Over the years, I've breaking up with girls, this and that. I've always had conversations, and a lot of these people are no longer in my life for obvious reasons, but I've always had to have conversations with certain friends or friends that I break up with a girl, and I'm just like, a couple months go by, and I'm just like, why are you still following her? What's the point?
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. What's the reason? Yeah. Oh, well, I don't know. I don't know. You're not her friend. You guys don't hang out. The only reason you were hanging out was because of me. And that's the only reason you two even know each other. You're not banging any of her friends. You're not. So what's the tie? And I've had friends get nasty with me too, like about deleting them off social. And I hate to be the guy to say it. I'm like, You should just know. I have girlfriends that follow me on Instagram, even though I know I'm friends with my boys for years. They start dating a girl. I have friends that go out and they follow their girl like instantly. Why?
No.
You're not a fucking friend. You know how disrespectful that shit is? Mm-hmm. I have my boys' girlfriends that follow me, and I wait. I leave them there. And then I'll go to them. I'll go, yo, listen, out of respect to you and your girl, she followed me. I'm going to follow her back. That's cool? Yeah, of course. I don't care. Nope. There's no way that this could get misconstrued or any type of way. There's no way that you could sit there and go, oh, damn, Nick followed my girl. Do you think
what's going on there?
Yeah. Nothing. There's nothing. This is your girl. She followed me. I'm going to follow her back out of respect. Otherwise, to be quite honest with you, I don't give a fuck what she's posting. Exactly. 9 times out of 10, they're getting muted anyway. I don't care. Like, I'm not following them to watch the show.
Yeah.
And then when you break up with them, they're gone. I have no tie to them anymore. Doesn't matter to me. I don't care if they hit me up every week and they tell me the podcast is amazing. Thanks.
Yeah, it's like it's.
Have a good one.
It's like I got a friend of mine. He asked me the other day. He's like, "Yo, it's kind of crazy. Like, would you ever bring a girl around one of our other friends?" And I can't say his name. One of our other friends. And I'm just like, if I'm looking to lose a friendship and definitely have a fight, yes. He's like, yeah, you feel the same way. I said, all I know is if I care about any woman, I am not bringing her around him. Not that I'm worried that he will steal her, but he is by nature, he can't even help himself. He's just disrespectful.
He'll be inappropriate.
And he's going to get fucked up.
Yep.
He can't even help himself. Some people can't help themselves. They can't do it. And I'm like, what kind of, I can't call him a friend. What kind of friend can you not trust around your girl? That's not a friend. Sorry. You know? So it's like, yo, you can't even help yourself. Like, you got what you have, but you want mine too?
Which is so weird to me. I want nothing to do with any girl that's been with one of my boys. I don't want anything to do with that.
Not even a little bit.
I ain't looking to be Eskimo brothers with any of my friends.
Even a little bit. But like once I know a girl, like I remember one time my boy, he got this girl. He's like, yo, Jamal, I'm dating this girl. She's so beautiful. She's so pretty, this and that. He brings her to the gym, introduces everybody. Cool. All right, bet. He's talking to me about, like, if I think she's attractive. I'm like, dude, she's a pretty girl, yes. I don't see her that way now. That's your girl. I'm not looking at your girl like that, dude. I don't care if your girl has a body or what. I don't know. I'm not looking at that. If she's going to bend over, I'm turning around. Like, that's just how it is. Like, there's no fucking way. I don't sit there and if I'm with a girl that I'm, like, in love with, that I care about, I'm not telling you what I'm doing with them sexually so that you can what? Daydream about that shit? No, that kind of shit is inappropriate. Like my boys, some of my boys, they'll show me pictures of them with girls. And I'll just be like, yo, fam, that's your girl. I don't want to see that. You obviously don't respect this broad, because why are you allowing me to see this girl fucking in this way? I'm not letting you see my girl that way.
Never.
At all.
Never.
Fuck. Hell no. But that's how some people look at things. That's how some people, they deal with it like that. And I just don't, I don't agree. And that's just not how I do things. So, you know, no, you don't have to agree with me. You don't have to, you know. You can think that you can be friends with males and females and stuff like that. You can think that. You're lying to yourself.
Why would you do that?
Guaranteed.
Why would you lie to yourself?
Guaranteed.
Don't do that.
And every dude will sit there and tell you straight up and down. You could have a pretty friend. If that broad were to call you and tell you tonight's the night, you are there.
It's been
Plain
a
and simple.
It's been a little while. You haven't had sex.
Stop. Now, granted, once again, if you're a man's man and it's an ex of one of your boys, I can see you turning that down.
No, it's never happening.
But if that's not the case, you're there. You're there. Don't do that. The amount of times you hear, oh, we were friends for 3 years. We were friends for 5 years. We were friends for 7 years. And now all of a sudden y'all decide to fuck? Now y'all decide to get together? Listen, it's been a thought for a long time. You've been kicking the longest game, fam.
Playing the long game.
You were never, it was a marathon for you, not a sprint. You were never in the friend zone. She was just making sure to get rid of everything else before y'all started.
Held the stock.
That's all.
Held it.
That is it. Plain and simple. Women know which one of their friends they would bang. I think it is different with women because I think with women,
is it being naive or is it just pretending to be naive?
Women pretend to be naive. They know what the fuck's going on.
They know what's going on.
Hell yeah. They know what's going on. Women have their friends where they'll be like, oh yeah, that's my boy or whatever. Deep down they be like, listen, I fuck the shit out that dude. In a heartbeat. Once again, this is life situations.
Yes.
That's where my knowledge comes from.
You gotta do with the old Hodge twins. You know the Hodge twins?
That's what
fitness
I've
dudes.
seen them. Yeah.
They just go, hey, that's just our advice. You could do whatever the fuck you want to do. Yo,
I don't know. I think it goes both ways. Definitely goes both ways.
Okay, I agree with that. Mm-hmm. Second topic that we wanted to touch on today.
Talk to me.
Frenemies.
Oh God.
Which is kind of what we just were talking about too. Which is the craziness.
I don't know. I feel like I have them.
For those that don't know what a frenemy is a friend that is actually a chameleon and pretends to be your friend. And is actually an enemy. So let's just start off by saying this. Let's just start off with this. Tighten down that circle. Tighten down your circle, okay? You got stragglers coming in, hanging out, part of the inner circle. It ain't an inner circle. That circle's accessible to everyone then. You gotta know who to let in. And when someone oversteps some boundaries, whether that's personal, business, whatever it might be, you are out.
You want me to tell you what I used to do back in the day?
Please.
Okay, ever since I was young, I've suffered from this.
Frenemy Syndrome.
Oh, God, yeah.
Frenemy Syndrome.
But I grew up in Brooklyn, so it actually wasn't even frenemies. It was just full-blown enemies, but people just hating all the time. All the fucking time, right? Then as you get a little older, then it becomes, they got to be sneaky with it.
Yeah.
They can't just hate you right off the bat because, oh, shit, Jamal got hands.
They also got to fuck you over somehow.
Exactly. They got to kind of weasel their way into things. You know what I'm saying? Like Big Baby one time, he posted a pic. We were in London, and I was asleep. And he's like, yo, I should fuck with him right now. If I smack the shit out of him right now, this would be a funny-ass video. I'm not going to do that. Jamal's going to get him and fuck me up. Never mind, I'm not going to do that. But they'll work their ways around trying to get in close, but they want to find out about you. They want to learn stuff, and they want to see how you move. In some way, either to fuck your whole shit up. And it's crazy because what I used to do back in the day, and I would always get a little bit of a feeling. I would lie to them. I would tell them things that they would think would be personal, but it'd be outright lies.
Throw them off.
And wait to see who came back to tell me.
Throw the scent off.
Yep. So when you came back to tell me, Jamal likes to hang upside down when he goes to sleep. I only told that to one motherfucker. Now you going and spreading fucking rumors, motherfucker. Right? Now I know I can't trust you for shit. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I hang upside down. I'm a fucking bat. But no, I'm just saying, like I would make up stories and see how and when it would come back to me. Never fails. Never fails. And I would literally tell them, like we'd be talking, I'd be like, y'all, they'd walk over and I'd be like, oh man, we're in the middle of a conversation. I'd love to tell you, but you like to talk too much. What you mean? Yeah, remember I told you about such and such? Yeah, you went and told homeboy. No, I didn't. Yeah, because you were the only person I told because the shit's a fucking lie. You understand what I'm saying? And now how do you find out exactly what I told you and only you? You'll come over here real quick. He's the one who told you that, right? Yes.
So you're calling him a liar. You got to put him on the spot. So you're calling him a liar.
So what's up? I have no problem. I call everybody out. I don't give a fuck. That shit pisses me off. Don't be a snake. You see, that's why me and Fab is so tight. Me, Fab, and Ed is so tight. There's none of that shit going on. There's no envy. There's no hate. Nothing, yo. We have each other's back to the bone. That's how it's got to be. And if you notice how Ed acts towards people coming into our circle, you've witnessed. Ed is ruthless.
Until he knew me.
Exactly. I had to be like, Ed, this is my man. Like, pump the brakes, my man. You know what I'm saying? Like, just chill, bro.
I love Ed so much. He's so scary.
Ed is on go mode at all times. He will crack your shit in a heartbeat.
Yo, Ed. Care. Yo, Ed, we going to Kima? There's a bunch of MILFs there, man. We got to go to Kima? Nah. All right.
Yo, I'm sitting here doing a warm-up.
My bad.
Ed is standing right there. He's like, yo, I'll be right back. I'm like, what? we warming up. He walks up. He's like, yo, you got a problem, my man? You looking all the time, fam. Every time I turn around, you looking at my homeboy. What's good? And I'm like, Ed, chill. He's my client. Oh. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude. But he's 100% go mode. He doesn't allow anybody in the circle because he's been done wrong. He's been done dirty, all that. He understands that. So guys come in, he's in their fucking face all the time. He don't give a shit who you are. It's fucking, it's sad. But it's all based off of hate.
Well, I'll tell you
envy.
what's sad. What's sad is that the counter is more accepting than that. Letting these fake people in and just agree. You know what I'm saying? Like just letting anybody in and letting anybody that talks shit and oh, yeah, that's my boy. Yeah, he talks shit, but whatever. Like it is what it is. Nah, man. Get rid of them. Dude, I cut people out like tumors constantly. It's hard because you sound super heartless. You really sound like not you. I'm saying when I say about me, I'm like you sound super heartless, or I sound super heartless when I say things like that. Like I could cuss somebody out like that because they did me wrong for one thing. But to me, it's like if you're gonna do me wrong on one thing, you're gonna do me wrong on a plethora of things and so many different things that can go wrong.
100%. And if you don't check them, if they do, they will continue.
Correct.
And sometimes you don't even care. I don't care enough about this motherfucker to even check him and worry about him. I'm just going to cut him off completely and keep it moving. You know what I mean? Like the other day, there's this guy. He comes to the gym, to Bev's now, right? And he used to go to Lifetime. He saw me in Lifetime. He asked me for help. He's a lawyer. He's an intelligent dude, graduated from Harvard. I didn't put his whole business out there. So he's a very well-established human being.
He's not a dummy, is what we're getting to the point of, too. He's not a dumbass.
And he asked me for some help, whatever. I helped him with a lot of things when it came to fitness, okay? We have a mutual group of friends. The friends that I had weren't really friends. They were more like clients.
Yeah.
Right? And I turned my back, and he has nothing but shit to talk about me.
Oh, man.
And I'm sitting here like, and not even like, if it was like, yo, I don't feel like Jamal knows what he's talking about. That's one thing. Go do your research then. But it wasn't that. You know what I'm saying? It was more so like, you know, me being on drugs, you know, my workouts ain't effective. My style isn't effective. All type of shit. Just talk. But meanwhile, he's not a fitness guy. He's a lawyer.
Sounds envious to me.
And I'm just like, damn, like what the hell? You know, he's full of himself, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, so my clients came back to tell me this. And I'm like, I did nothing but help this man. You know what I mean? Like he wanted to make change in his life for fitness reasons. I've made him a plan, diet plan, whole nine yards. And all of a sudden, the dude is shredded. He's ripped. And now you want to choose to talk trash? How? I was the one who helped you with that. So the other day, he comes up to me. He's like,
recently.
Hey, what's going on? No, I helped him years ago.
Oh, okay.
Years ago.
Okay.
So now, you know, he came up to me the other day and he's just talking like, oh, man, I haven't seen you for a while, blah, 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 this and that. And I yesed him to death, you know, gave him a pound or whatever. And he walks away and Fab's like, yo, you look like you were in pain. Speaking to that dude, I said, I am, man. Like, I can't even sit still. Like, even right now, my leg is
you're jittering right now.
Like, I wanted to just pull this dude's card so bad. I wanted to just, you know, get right in his face and be like, yo, you know I know you said A, B, and C, right? But I was like, let me just chill. I don't care enough about this dude. And Fab was like, yo, you don't do that. You normally pull people's card. Why you holding punches? I said, well, I don't care enough about him. I don't give a shit. He's obviously envious. You know what I'm saying? Because if you felt that way, you wouldn't run out of your way to come say hello to me over here in this gym. You understand what I'm saying?
Pretend like you're cool.
Exactly. So
how many years have you not spoken?
3.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you know, I don't really, I don't think I care enough. But it is difficult for me. It's difficult for me to play that game. It's difficult for me to act like we're cool. It really is. And, you know, a lot of my friends now are just like, you know, Jamal, you're a business owner. You've owned a business for a very long time in the training business. And the fact that you're militant and the way that you are with your training is one thing. That's your style. That there's going to be a lot of people that love you and get along with you and a lot of people that just don't get along with you, but they'll never be able to say anything negative and bad about you. Just because you don't get along with me and what I'm asking for as a client doesn't mean you think I'm a bad person. There's a big difference. Our personalities don't get along, and that's great. That's fine. I don't care about that. I don't mind. But you're not going to call me a bad person. You know what I mean? But they're like, you own another business now where you got to make sales. People got to love you to go out and want to purchase your products on a regular basis.
You're on stage 24/7.
He said, you can't sit there and how you get mad when people interrupt your workouts and you start ripping people. Don't do that anymore. And I'm like, man, it's kind of hard. I feel like now with me allowing that and welcoming it, I feel like I'm going to have to like work out with a gym with nobody in it. Because when it's my time to work out, I'm gonna have to what? Anybody can just come and approach me and talk to me about, you know, something, and I gotta be on. I gotta be in selling mode and business owner mode. Like, what the fuck? Like, this is my time. I know that's what I have to do. This shit's difficult, but I have to do it. It's hard though. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard for me, and it's the same way for people that I don't like, or people that I know is fake, or people that I know are just trying to, you know, be cool or be nice just to get in close for whatever reason. I feel like a lot of people, when I say I hate people, it's because I know most people have ulterior motives. They lack morals. You know what I mean? And the shit is just, it's bothersome. I don't know how else to put it, but it's just, it eggs me. You know what I mean? It's sad that you can't just trust somebody. You know what I mean? Like, you can sit there and give someone the utmost respect today and watch their movements within the next hour and be like, I don't even like this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like,
Shady.
Dude, where's the morals? Where is that? Where did it go? Like, come on. So, I don't know, man. That frenemy stuff, I try to just cut it before it even gets to that point. Because it's difficult. Because then you feel really disrespected. Because if you don't know the person is like that, you're going to divulge a lot of information about your life.
And they will use that against you.
They will use it.
Without question. If you think that your moral values are the same as theirs, already they shouldn't be. That you should know they aren't, because you would never befriend somebody and pretend to be their friend just to use information against them.
Exactly.
For whatever it might be.
Exactly.
Whether it be to get in with the girl that they want to get in with, whether it be business pleasures and ventures, whatever, or personal, whatever it might be, they will use that information and they will use it against you to benefit themselves. Ulterior motive shit, crazy, man.
Yo.
I've heard some crazy shit over the years, dude. It's so fucking sick. Listen, man. That's why. Listen, I had a really close friend of mine, super close, like brother. If I say the next thing I was gonna say, it gives it away for a lot of people that know me, so I can't say this part. But family, I'm very tight with the family as well, and basically, I'm going to talk about a different friend for a second. I'm going to pivot. So this friend that I was just talking about, we're going to name him Anthony. Okay? And there's another friend named Jonathan. All right? Both made up names, but Anthony I became very close with over the years. We became very tight. We trained together all the time. When my business started, him and his family were super supportive of my business. Super great. Jonathan was a friend that was a mutual friend between the three of us when we were younger. Now, Jonathan has, I'd like to say, a girl problem. And what that entails was Jonathan would get a girlfriend, and then he'd have 5 or 6 mediocre to ugly chicks around it. Now, this isn't to make fun or say that everybody deserves love and that these girls aren't good, whatever it might be. He would just pick girls that were lower standards for him to surround himself with. Now, he would lie and say that the girlfriend was the only one, like to us. He'd be like, that's my girlfriend. But we knew he was fucking 4 or 5 other chicks around her. And every couple of years, like a year or so, that stable would collapse. And they'd find out about each other, and there would be drama, and then he'd move to the next girl. She'd be his main piece, and he'd have all the girls around him, whatever. So while I was hanging out with Anthony, Jonathan kind of was like on the side. Couldn't really trust him. Mm-hmm. He was a little snaky. Like, you could just tell he did some fucked up shit years past to me with a girl once, and that gave me an indication of how he was going to be. Mm-hmm. I was talking to a girl. This is right when I graduated college. I was talking to a girl. She's DMing me. And then I told her I'm at the gym with so-and-so, Jonathan. And she goes, oh, my God, I remember him from high school, this and that. then we all start like having some type of a friendship. I was deciding if I wanted to pursue this girl or not. I didn't really, but I hadn't had a girl in a while, so I was like, maybe I should just give it a chance. One day she tells me, I have to come clean, I'm in love with Jonathan. And I said, that's cool. We never hung out like that. We never hooked up. We never did anything, nothing like that. But I said to her, that's cool. I said, just understand that he's got a girlfriend. You know, I figured, what? He was fucking her behind my back when he didn't know if I was going to talk to her or not. Mm-hmm. So we had that indication if that's how he was back then.
Yeah.
Fast forward now, back to Anthony and Jonathan. So all of a sudden, he finds out that Jonathan used his sister as one of the girls in his newest 5-way ploy. Mm. So I said, I mean, if you got to fuck him up, you got to fuck him up, man, because that's some low shit. Mm-hmm. That
you gotta leave.
He was promising. Out. He was promising now they were family friends for, dude, since they were like elementary school, earlier probably, and all of a sudden, his sister starts talking to him like, I've been seeing him and this and that, and now I found out that he's got a girlfriend. This and that.
Oh man.
Yeah. So Anthony went on to say, I hope you understand that I never want to fucking speak to you again. He goes, just know that because we've been friends for so long, that's the reason I'm not fucking you up on sight. He's like, just don't ever talk to me ever again. And that was the falling out of that dude. But it's so crazy that dudes would even step over that boundary on family and friend. Dude, any of my friends had sisters? Blinders. Even if they were the hottest girl in the world, don't matter to me. Blinders. That is off limits. No matter what.
It's funny. My little sister used to always try and kind of, there was a couple of my friends that she would try to, talk to or whatever. And she would come to me. She was like, listen, I'm feeling this dude. Like, do you mind? I was just like, it's a little crazy, but you're a grown woman. Do what you gotta do. She's like, no, I need you to tell him it's okay because he will not speak to me. I'm like, I'm not going to tell him it's okay. Like, that's not, listen, he's a man. If he wants to get with you, he can come and talk to me. Plain and simple. I said, you want to get with him, he wants to get with you, the feeling's mutual, let him come talk to me. I'm not going to go over to him and tell him it's okay to go talk to my sister. Like, obviously, you guys were already talking.
Some simp shit right there.
He knows that he shouldn't be, and that's why he's not giving you any, he's trying not to pay attention to you. And I respect that.
He's not reciprocating the attention.
Exactly, and I respect that. So, but if he wants to, then he'll just come talk to me. That's it. She said, oh, wish these guys just knew you're really a pussycat at home. I'm like, well, I'm not home with them.
Yeah.
So
they ain't part of my family.
Exactly. I'm a pussycat at home with my family, but not like that.
I'm not going to be aggressive with you like I am with these dudes out in the streets.
And it's not even about being aggressive. It's just, you're just having a level of respect. I would never walk in your house and be staring at your sister, trying to get with your sister.
Facts.
Like, it's not going to happen. I don't care what your sister looks like. I don't care who she is. I'm not looking at your sister in that way, dude. Like, if I felt like I couldn't control myself and I had to, I just wouldn't come to your house.
I'll meet you out.
yo, meet me outside, man. I'm here. Like, that's just how it is. I just don't like, that's one thing about me. I don't like to be disrespectful. I don't like to disrespect people even with ways that you feel like you can't control. If I felt like I can't come into your house and not stare at your sister in a certain way, I'm not coming in your house. I'm just not going to come in there. Meet me at the block. I rode my bike today, man. I don't want nobody to steal it. Come outside. Whatever. Like, but some people can't help themselves, man. They just, but it is what it is.
So let me ask you, what's a key takeaway for everybody listening? What are we going to end this off on? What's the takeaway when dealing with frenemies? Get them out now? Exterminate the circle?
If you notice that they're a frenemy, I think you should just nip it in the bud right away.
Talk to them?
Don't waste any time.
Talk to them or just distance yourself?
Just distance yourself and make sure you just don't let them know any kind of information or anything like that, but just distance yourself where they could probably get the picture, But if you're an upfront kind of person like myself, tell them.
Yeah, it's me. I have to tell them.
I just feel
I don't fuck with you no more. Have a good one.
Yeah, I feel a lot better doing that. And
then there's no confusion where they keep trying to reach out. What's up? I haven't heard from you, this and that. Nah, fucking leave me alone, bro.
Like, I'll have people hit me up, and I'll just be like, nah, I'm good. Like, I'm not interested. And they'll be like, oh, you're not looking for a friend? No, I'm not. I don't need friends. I have enough. I'm good. My circle is small. I like to keep it that way. I'm not looking for new friends. I'm not looking to break the ice, bitch. No, I'm not. Like, just chill. I have my circle, and that's good. I don't need anything new. These are people I trust. These are people that I've built with, that I've broken bread with. I'm good. This is my team. My roster's full. I'm good.
I don't need any more people to say happy birthday to. Leave me alone.
You know what I'm saying? So I keep it 100. I just keep it a buck. If I can't deal with the person, I just can't deal with them, and I either keep it moving or I have to let them know. If they don't get the picture, which normally with me, people get the picture, so I'm lucky. But if they don't, I have to let them know. Yeah, it's a must. I have to. It's the only way. That's what that would be my take. Nip it in the bud. I don't say keep them at an arm's length. Don't even do that. Don't bother.
Keep your enemies close.
Keep your bother. Because you know what? An arm's length is still striking distance.
Yeah, keep your friends close to your enemies closer. Nah, fuck that.
Fuck that.
Get away from me.
Get your enemies away from you, man.
Get the fuck away from me.
Get them the fuck away from you, bro. Yeah.
That's it, man.
That's what I would say about that.
Frenemies, baby.
That's it.
Another episode down?
Hell yeah.
I appreciate you.
I love you, boy.
Always love you. Love you for stopping by, chopping it up with me.
Oh, man, hell yeah.
Kenji always loves seeing you, too. We'll give him mad treats now. I don't even know what episode this is. I think it's like 22, 23. Episode 23.
It's dope.
The Frenemies episode with Jay.
We got it.
Love you, bro.
Love you too, man.
Peace.